You are now listening to the Highly Evolved Podcast with your host, Safan. Transmission will commence momentarily.
Hi guys, this is Safan. Today, we are talking about something big just happened. This is breaking news. It's in our stupid celebrity news, right? This is about Jussie Smollett. The news has dropped about his charge being dropped, right? But the funny thing is, not they're plastering this that the whole thing's been dropped. The whole thing hasn't been dropped, right? There's a situation right here because there's a lot of foul play, a lot of how do you say it? A lot of conflict of interest, right? The DA, the prosecutor, what's her name? Kim Fox or whatever her name is. There's a lot of shady things going on. We are dealing with Chicago politics here, right? Chicago politics are known to have a lot of corruption. Like any other major city, is a lot of corruption, right? But there's been evidence that this DA, the reason why she dropped it because she sees that there's no purpose of prosecuting this person. Just when I say person, I mean Jussie Smollett. There's no reason to prosecute him because the outcome is probably community service, and she sees it that he already did community service by being an asset to the city, so there's no point of prosecuting Jussie Smollett. That's why she dropped the case, all right? But that does not exonerate him. Just because a DA dropped the case, that doesn't mean that he's not guilty, right? That doesn't mean that he's innocent. She just dropped the case for God knows what reason why. We can only speculate that there might be a favoritism or a bias in her decision, right? She reclused herself, and then for some reason she got back on the case. It's just kind of a little strange. You recluse yourself, and then you got back on the case, right? Something doesn't add up, right? But on that doesn't include. This is just Chicago law, right? But he was also charged with federal law as well. Now that is still ongoing. The FBI is still doing that case. Now you say people are saying that get mad because they're bitter that they didn't get what they wanted. You know, let's say that he did found guilty. He probably could get off with a slap on the wrist again. So this is what everyone is expected because of his high profile, and plus his defendant is there's a rumor that she's a Soros asset, all right? That she's have tie with Soros. So there might be some kind of conflict of interest as that right there too. Some kind of favoritism because of that. And Soros have deep connection, especially in Chicago, all right? So this is basically, we already know by our assumption, by the evidence that's out there, anybody can make our own assumptions, but we can also make the assumption that there might be a little favoritism, Chicago politics, corruption come to play, and some people might be bitter about the outcome that he got off scot-free, but he didn't get off scot-free. He still have to pay $10,000 for his bail, but that's to a person like him, that's nothing that's changed to him. And he probably had to do community service, which he already did. That's why they find a reason not to charge him. But the thing is, the underlying thing is that why was it being dropped, right? The speculation is that there might be corruption and speculation because the DA have some connection to not Jussie Smollett personally, but we don't know that. But there's been photo out there that she's affiliated with the cast member and the show in some form or another. So that might play a role to her decision to drop it, right? There might be a bias because Jussie Smollett in Chicago people revered him because I don't know, God knows what. Just because he's a celebrity doesn't mean people have to respect. I don't understand why people look up to celebrities so much. All right, they're not paying your bills. All right, you're paying their bills when you look at it. But nah, man, these people should never look up to celebrities no matter what they do. They're just regular people. Like God said, you do not idolize. All right, no, you do not idolize people or idolize figure. right? And that's what that's what the wicked people are doing right now. They're idolizing the celebrity. If you're idolizing celebrity, athlete, or any person, right, besides the Most High, right, you're wicked. You're not a real Christian. You're not real faithful. Because you're not supposed to idolize any figure. There's only one thing you should idolize is God, God's word, or God's within yourself. All right, and people just idolize these figures, regular people. These people are regular people like you and me. If they get shot, they die. They're not immortal. All right, but that's what's going on. But in the federal cases, there's still enough evidence to prosecute him because just because the drop his charges, what people need to realize is that when the drop his charges that does not mean that you're not guilty. He has not been exonerated. He still has a federal case to go to. Right now, at the moment, he don't have to worry about Chicago, right? Chicago hasn't been bit. I don't know how he's gonna do in the federal court. All right, I don't know how his lawyer gonna play it out. I don't know how it's gonna go, but it's still up in the air. And it might swing both ways. I'm not like I said before, I'm not going to judge, all right, until the evidence comes out, until the verdict comes out. Then you can make your own judgment. But we can only speculate what's going to happen. I don't know. With federal court, maybe he'll get some time. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he'll get a fine. We don't know. We can only speculate. But when we speculate, it's not 100% proof of what's going to happen. As for me, from my point of view, I don't like celebrities. I'm not in his side. You already know my feeling towards celebrity. I don't look up to them, right? They don't do anything for me. I'm sure if they do anything for you, but that's your business. But for the Jussie Smollett right now, at the moment, his charge was dropped in Chicago due to some politics, some corrupt politics in Chicago. Chicago are corrupt. So I've been to Chicago. I know how it is, all right? And it's very corrupt. Ever since the Al Capone days, right? That's the only reason why they got Al Capone to tax evasion to federal, and they couldn't get him on any charges in Chicago, so they had to bring in the feds in this one. So maybe there's the same thing with Jussie Smollett. Maybe this is a reflection of how Al Capone got caught up. Maybe the only way to get Jussie Smollett is by the feds. All right. But on that note, that's the biggest news right now. As Jussie Smollett this charge dropped. He's not found not guilty. He was not exonerated. His charge just dropped. All right. On that note, guys, thanks for watching. Leave a comment, share, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, gab.ai. This is Stefan. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.